All right, this is Attorney David Carberline back for part two of how to file for divorce in Florida. If you haven't seen the first part, I'm going to have the link in the description. So, all right, we're going to have fun with that. Just making sure we're going here on the recording. All right, so previously discussed a lot about divorcing in Florida, things you should be familiar with in a very fundamental level. Of course, we're still getting into that because I'm trying to keep these, try and keep them under 10 minutes. The first one was 14 minutes, so I apologize about that. All right. So, of course, we're going up through this web page. It's how to file for divorce in Florida, among other things you should probably be aware of. Um, and I'm an attorney licensed in Florida. None of this is legal advice, and it does not create an attorney-client relationship. It's what we call disclaimer language, folks. So the next part we're going to talk about, as you can see in my table of contents, in this 20 plus thousand word page, which granted is not even a tenth of what you're going to need to know for a divorce in Florida. All right. Just because you can learn the process of how to file for divorce in Florida doesn't mean you don't need to also learn the law behind it as well. So a lot of people go, okay, I can go and take a bunch of free forms, fill them out, and then I can file for divorce, and that will start the divorce process. And the divorce process will be really simple and easy, and there will be nothing complicated. Well, yeah, that's a lie. You know, hmm I mean, some people are going to have an easy, uncontested divorce. Those do happen. You get two people who just don't care and they want to be apart from each other so incredibly badly that they're just willing to get out. And when you have people who don't have any real assets, they don't have any retirement, they don't own a house, they barely own cars. I mean, like they own cars, but they're not making payments, and their blue book value is less than 2 grand, and there's no minor children. They can easily get divorced because there's virtually nothing to fight over. If you're in a 20 plus year marriage and you still have minor children and someone was a homemaker, things get a lot more complicated. And there are people who have this strange opinion of, well, yeah, I've been married for 20 plus years, but they came into the marriage with nothing, so they should leave with nothing. Despite them running my entire household and being the homemaker while I was the breadwinner. That does happen more than I. It's very annoying to just listen to people say that, and you look at their attorney, and it's like, did you advise this guy at all about the law? Like, did have you read case law that tells him clearly on its face there's going to be equitable distribution, and if he can qualify as someone who can afford to pay alimony, there's going to be some award of alimony in all likelihood in a 20 plus year marriage. uh, so we're not jumping right into alimony. Those will be covered in later parts, but these are some of the things you just got to start having some concept of if you believe you're going to be going through a complex contested divorce. Uh, Contested divorces are adversarial. They're nasty, not always nasty, but they're adversarial. Basically, someone doesn't want to give someone something and someone wants something the other side doesn't want to give them. All right. So, um, as you can see, I'm talking a lot more than what's written here. This is a very simple section, very quick. Depending on your day of the week, you might see drafts on this page of stuff to file or that can be filed. Any drafts of motions you see on this website are not for duplication. I have a lot of disclaimer language to that effect because I don't want people rolling up in here and going, this lawyer told me I just needed to file this form. I would never tell anybody that, not a single day. Nope. This is all only designed to help you develop concerns, ideas, and questions to address to an attorney during a free consultation. All right. Just because I want you to be informed consumers doesn't mean I want you to go out and do your own. I don't want people using my stuff pro se. It's a terrible idea. It's not that it's not sufficient to help someone become their own attorney in court, even though some people are going to try and do it. I'm going to tell you, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, because it protects me. So we're going to start covering more parts and other pieces. Really, the next parts we're really going to want to focus on, as you're going to see, is, well, we want to talk about, and this is touched on the first part, is there are no two bites at the apple. Also, what we're going to talk about is going to relate to properly pleading from the outset, especially when you're pleading for attorney's fees per Florida Statute 61.16. If you don't plead for it, you miss out on it. Some of the things you're also going to kind of see in my stuff is you're going to see references to case law. If you click on it and open it, oh, you can't right click. I forgot all about that. Well, if you click on it, you'll be taken to a case law page on Google Scholar. All right. Have fun with that. Yeah, lot of text. It's what we lawyers get to read every, when we're doing legal research. So you get to deal with that. We'll talk about the concepts of res judicata, which is touched on really in this case law piece. And it's just to give you an example. I like to reference case law. I like to have links to case law because, again, most people, when they realize, oh crap, there's this concept known as case law, they realize the practice law gets incredibly complex. It's not fast, it's not simple. And guess what? Hey, yes, you're going to need a lawyer if things are going to be complex and arguably convoluted in your case. So this is the second part. I'm trying to keep these short. So next part, we're going to talk about what is a dissolution of marriage in Florida. All right.